The sun, just the name, conjures images of warmth, of life-giving light, and comforting routine. It's the celestial companion that has watched over humanity for millennia, the one constant in our ever-changing skies. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the sound of the sun? What if I told you this silent observer is actually screaming at the top of its lungs? You just can't hear it. Today we were going to delve into the mind-blowing reality of just how loud the sun really is, and why space keeps this sonic secret. To understand the sun's volume, we need to start with a little bit of Sound 101. Sound is simply vibrations that travel through a medium such as air, water, or solid objects. These vibrations create pressure waves that move from one particle to another, like dominoes passing along an invisible message. When these waves hit our ears, our brains interpret them as sound. So for something to be heard, you need a vibrating source, a medium to travel through, and a receiver to perceive it. Our sun, a gigantic ball of burning plasma, is always vibrating. Its surface and interior are chaotic, with exploding magnetic loops, shifting plasma, and a constant nuclear fusion reaction that generates tremendous energy. All of this activity creates massive pressure waves that ripple through the sun's layers. Now think of a speaker vibrating at different frequencies to produce various sounds. The sun is doing the same thing, except on a much grander scale. Now back to our sound basics. These vibrations or sounds produced by the sun cannot be heard, unless there is a medium to carry them. And that's where space comes in, or rather, doesn't come in. Space is almost a perfect vacuum. There's literally nothing there. There's nothing to carry sound waves, meaning no one can hear the sun's noise, not even nearby planets or spacecraft. So even though the sun is constantly roaring, we on Earth hear nothing but silence. However, if space was filled with a medium that could carry sound, things would get really loud, really fast. If sound could travel through the vacuum of space, the sun would be as loud as 290 decibels. To put that into perspective, normal conversation is around 60 decibels. A busy street, 80, a rock concert, 120. Anything above 120 causes permanent damage to human hearing. At 290 decibels, the sun would be screaming louder than anything imaginable on Earth. It would be impossible to stand next to the sun and still exist. But here's the kicker. The sun's roaring is mostly confined within its atmosphere, which is called the corona. It's the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere. Here, sound waves bounce off the shifting plasma and magnetic fields, creating a cacophony that never escapes the sun's protective embrace. Only about 2% of these waves escape into space, the silent void, carrying with them a tiny fraction of the sun's sonic boom. So why does the sun make so much noise? All that roaring is like the sun's heartbeat. It helps scientists measure its pulse, so to speak. By studying the waves of sound coming from the sun, scientists can peer into its seething heart, gaining insights into its inner layers. This is called helioseismology. Yes, it's a real science. By analyzing the frequencies and patterns of these sound waves, astronomers can map the sun's internal structure and monitor its activity. It's like having a gigantic orchestra. Each instrument, each layer of the sun, is playing a different tune. And when they're in sync, the sun is stable. But when the tunes go out of harmony, that's when things get a little crazy. Solar flares, sunspots, and coronal mass ejections, all these dramatic events can be tracked through the sun's acoustic fingerprints. And while the thought of the sun blasting us with a deafening roar might seem terrifying, it's important to remember that we're pretty safe, at least from the sound. The sun's noise stays up there, literally. The vacuum of space prevents those sound waves from reaching us. So the only thing we really experience is the light and heat. And hey, if it wasn't for that vacuum, we wouldn't even be here to marvel at its silent fury. So the next time you feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, or see its light dancing on the waves, remember it's also keeping its voice down there, rumbling with barely contained energy. In the grand cosmic orchestra, the sun might be the loudest instrument, but it's playing in a different key. And luckily for us, its music is confined to the silent spaces between the stars. This has been MindMorsels. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit subscribe for more mind-bending science in under 5 minutes. We bring you daily videos that feed your brain because knowledge is power and understanding the world around us is just plain awesome. So keep watching and let curiosity be thy guide.